The best and most challenging car shipping locations in New Hampshire. When shipping a car, location significantly influences the process's ease and cost. Generally, the best car shipping locations are the largest cities or those near major interstates, offering quicker and more affordable options. Conversely, the most challenging locations are remote towns and cities more than 50 miles from major urban centers or interstates, leading to longer transit times and higher costs. With these general guidelines in mind, let's explore the best and most challenging car shipping locations in New Hampshire. Best car shipping locations in New Hampshire. New Hampshire is a relatively small state, but its geography presents unique challenges for car shipping. The state is dominated by forested wilderness, which means car carriers don't frequent the area as much as other regions. However, the best car shipping locations are concentrated in the southeastern part of the state, where there is more infrastructure and population density. Manchester and surrounding areas. Manchester, the largest city in New Hampshire, is the most favorable car shipping location in the state. This city, along with nearby Nashua, offers the best infrastructure and accessibility for car carriers. These cities are conveniently located along major highways, making them more accessible for transport services. I-93. This interstate runs north-south, connecting Manchester to Concord in the north and Boston in the south. Route 3. This highway provides a direct route to Nashua and further south to Massachusetts. Car carriers are more likely to service these areas regularly due to the higher population density and proximity to major transport routes. This results in more competitive pricing and quicker shipping times for customers. Challenging car shipping locations in New Hampshire. The most challenging car shipping locations in New Hampshire are found in the northern and more remote areas of the state. These regions include small towns and rural areas that are not frequently serviced by car carriers. The lack of major highways and regular transport routes makes these areas more time-consuming and costly to service. Areas north of Manchester. Anything north of Manchester becomes increasingly challenging for car shipping. While Concord is still somewhat manageable, it already begins to show signs of the difficulties encountered further north. Specific areas in this challenging category include northern New Hampshire. Towns such as Berlin and Lancaster are located far from the primary highways, making them difficult to access for car carriers. The additional travel required to reach these towns increases both the time and cost of transport. Western New Hampshire, cities like Claremont and Keene, situated far from I-93 and other major highways, also present significant challenges. The limited infrastructure in this region makes it less accessible for car carriers, resulting in higher transport costs and longer transit times. The farther north you go from Manchester, the more challenging it becomes to ship a car. Carriers often avoid these areas because they are not on their regular routes, leading to higher costs and longer waiting times for customers. Key considerations for car shipping in New Hampshire: stick to major corridors. Arrange for pickup or delivery near major highways like I-93 and Route 3 whenever possible. These routes are heavily trafficked by car carriers, ensuring more frequent service and competitive pricing. Plan ahead. Book transport services well in advance to secure a reliable carrier and avoid last-minute complications, especially if shipping to or from remote areas. Consider nearby cities. For challenging locations, consider arranging for pickup or delivery in nearby cities that are more accessible to car carriers. For example, instead of shipping directly from a remote town, arrange for delivery in Manchester or Nashua and drive the car to the final destination. Seasonal considerations. Be aware of seasonal factors that can impact car shipping. Winter weather can significantly affect transport times and costs in New Hampshire's rural and mountainous regions. Plan your shipment accordingly to avoid delays and additional expenses. Conclusion. Understanding the best and most challenging car shipping locations in New Hampshire can help you plan an efficient and cost-effective transport. Major cities like Manchester and Nashua, along with regions near major highways, offer the best car shipping services due to their robust transport infrastructure and strategic locations. In contrast, remote towns and cities far from major highways, such as those in northern and western New Hampshire, present greater challenges and higher costs. For more detailed information and to get an instant quote, visit Route Runners Auto Transport. Planning ahead and being aware of the logistical complexities involved can ensure a smooth and successful car shipping experience.